How to do it.
Let me record this and see. So number 7, it says find the length of PQ. What we want to find, I'll put it in a bright color. Where is PQ? I will put PQ in. Can you see PQ now?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we want to find. But this time they've got how many triangles can you see?
2.
2 triangles, yes. That's good. You can see the 2 triangles. So triangle number 1 and number 2. In triangle number 1, we only know the angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot really do much in triangle number 1. We don't know much in triangle number 1. It's like a mystery triangle. So let's start with triangle number 2.
Okay.
How many sides do we know in triangle number 2?
1.
1. So if we put somebody's eyes at that 47 degrees, the person will have orange eyes this time. And we're looking that way. That 14 is the opposite, right?
Yeah.
And the 90 is down there. So going up, P arrow would be the.
Hypotenuse.
So now we can find P arrow. What do we use to find P arrow if we know O? So we know O and we want to find H. Which of the formula has O and H? You look at the formula, you always think of so. You have to try and remember that name like a birthday. Sohcahtoa. So just think of that name. Which one has O and H?
Sine.
Sine, correct. So we're going to use sine. And what do we want to find? We want to find H. So you cover H. When you cover H, what will it be? O divided by
Sine.
sine.
How do you know we have to find H? What if we had to find the adjacent? No.
Right. In this case, I decide to find H because we want to find something to do. I'll put it in green. Let's put some colors now because it will help to identify what I want to do. Can you see the green there?
Yes.
Because we want to find the pink one, we cannot do anything in that triangle number 1 because we only know the angle. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to find one of the sides so that at least we know something about it to help us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we want to find that. And that is the only part that joins with triangle number 2.
Okay.
QR, the blue one, it does not join with triangle number 2 where we can use it easily. So we find that H.
Okay.
So using that formula for H, think of the triangle. H is given by the one on top is opposite divided by the sine of the angle. So the opposite is 14 divided by sine of the angle. The angle is 47. So put in your calculator 14 divided by sine 47. What do you get?
19.1.
Yes. And at this stage, don't round the answer to 2 decimal places. Write all the numbers down.
Okay.
Because we need it now to do the second part. So now we go now to triangle number 1. For triangle number 1 now, we know what H is. We know H is that 19.14258. You can use the first 4 of them. That should give you correct answer. Now for triangle number 1, we know 2 things. We know the angle and we know the one next to the angle is adjacent.
Yeah.
Now when you're in triangle number 1, it's not H anymore. Put your eyes where the 20 is. This time I'll put somebody with blue eyes where 20 is. That H now becomes our A.
Yeah.
And then the pink one is our H. So which one has A and H? Look at the formula.
Cos.
Perfect. You use cos. And since we want to find H, from the one for cos, so H would be adjacent divided by cos of the angle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Adjacent divided by cos of the angle. Cos of the angle is cos 20. And the adjacent is that long number which you had. So if you put that in your calculator, so this one is a question that gives you more marks, 4 marks, 5 marks, because it's in 2 stages.
Yeah.
This triangle. And what does that give you? The answer to 2 decimal places. So that's why we don't round it in the beginning, we only round it at the end.
20.37.
Perfect. Fantastic. So that's what it is that's the answer to 2 decimal places. So what do you think so far about that question? Was it too difficult?
No, I think it was okay. I think I could do it now that you explained it.
Perfect.